This time we'll do another fix. Actually, this is not a fix and this is not a service. This is an improvement of the audio part. I have replaced all capacitors here, for example, like that. All the audio part capacitors are, the electrolytics are replaced as per my previous video. And this time I will do something else. There are many references, if you look around, that this capacitor here, which is C44, and the same capacitor on the other channel here, which is C53, 0.18 microfarads, they are designed according to according to amplifiers of the 60s era, which had a high impedance input. When using the machine on nowadays or 80s, 90s low impedance input amplifier, this capacitor acts as a significant low cut filter combined with the impedance of the amplifiers. So to use this machine with more recent amplifiers, many references suggest that this capacitor and the other here, they are replaced with higher values above 1 microfarads, 1.5, 1.8, 2.2, everything is okay. I saw a reference that said that this capacitor should be replaced with the 400 volts one, but I see here that we only have 45 volts. So I would think that 100 volts would be enough. We don't have to put 400 volts, but anyway, I can check this. I can measure the voltage on this capacitor and I can see how much is it and how much we need. So let's see where this capacitor is. We have one capacitor under V11 and one capacitor under V9, right? Let's see where it is. So under V9, which is there, it's this one, this capacitor. I don't know if you can see, 0.18. So it's this one. This is easily accessible from the front, but the other on 11, under 11, is back there. Let me show it's back there. Let me open the light. Now you can see it. It's back there, okay? There it is. So in order to replace these two capacitors, one is easily accessible, the other is at the back. So again, we have to take all this thing out and tilt it a little bit like that to be able to do the job. So as per the manual, that capacitor has 45 volts. I don't remember if I showed that before. You can see it here, the 45 volts of this capacitor, but it doesn't hurt if I measure it also. So I think okay, now you can see it, right? Yes. So fire this up. So it's working. I will leave it like half a second, but anyway, I can and check it directly. So we get 43.5, yes, 44. Charge is more. 45, 44, 45, and it stays there. So the service manual has 45. We measure 45. The machine works correctly. But this is an indication that there is no reason to put more than, say, 100 volts capacitor on this machine, on this place here. Okay. So stop it. As it happens, I do have a lot of these. It's 1.8 microfarads, 100 volts. I think that says 100 volts, they are capacitors. I have a lot of these, so it's a good time to pick up two and utilize them for this purpose here. Checking this shows correct value. Go 1.7, shows 1.7, they are 1.8, but I think this is okay, so I checked. So that job requires that I take out some valves and take this out. I will replace first the one that is at the back, and then put everything back and replace this one. I have done this before. I have showed how I did it, but now it's the same. So when you take out the valves, Be sure to keep them in the same order because some of them are matched pairs. So even if the valve is the same configuration, most of them are ECC 81 and ECC 83s. But anyway, don't exchange positions because you will unmatch the pairs. So now I have to do this on camera, which makes it a little bit difficult for me to be able to see everything and at the same time not being in front of the camera. And also not burn something. This is out. Yeah, you see. I also, this small cable here should be here also, and it went out together with the capacitor. Anyway, we have to be careful of such things, not to miss something. I did make my capacitor a little bit like that to make it look like an axial capacitor, as it was the one we had, and I will place it, I think. No, I will place it like that, somehow like that. I think I can hold it with my hand. I have to add some solder on this solder pad there. And all the solder went at the bottom. Anyway, I'm not really an expert at soldering. I know that. But I will do my best. There. No. If I could take this a little bit further out. No, there are cables there holding it. I will try and do it in another way, because like that I don't like the access that I have. So I think I'm gonna have better access on this, like that. So these pads down here, they are plastic and they really melt. Oh. Let me position the camera again. could put the camera so that I can do whatever I want to do here also. No. Okay. It is a little bit scary that when I put this back, this capacitor, the leads will touch this back place. I will check it, and if it really touches it, I will put something here so that they don't touch it. But then we have also this small wire that should also be soldered here. That's not an easy task, not only because we don't have good access. It's not only at the back, it's also on the edge of it. So this is done. I will now check if putting yeah, it doesn't touch the back. It doesn't. It doesn't, but there is a risk. So I will stick a small tape there just to be sure that the bad thing will not happen. let me show you exactly how I did. I don't know if you can see it. That's why I had some difficulty there at the bottom, because that plastic red thing would melt, and I did solder the black wire on the leg of the capacitor. There. There. And the other part was exactly like it was. I'm a little bit afraid that these two things will touch the machine here. I tested it before and it didn't, but I will stick a tape here just to be sure. Okay, now let's do the other channel, which is easily accessible. I'm glad about this. Okay, there is a red wire here that also came out. Be sure to notice this and don't forget to solder it back. The other capacitor is also out. And now, yeah, I think that fits in there. Yeah. Okay, both capacitors are now in correct place. Let me just trim the end. I will the extended leg of this capacitor here. Okay. Next thing, test for correct audio output and then consider it finished. Let's put back the screws. This is already in place. I can hold this screw. I'm gonna have to use my, there it is. Let's put back the valves. Finished. Audio test now. Audio test on the way. Channel 1, both channels. Channel 2. So it looks like both channels are working properly. I don't know if bus response is improved. It is supposed to be improved according to many references online. Anyway, if they are not improved, I didn't do any damage. I guess it works better like that. Bye.